is Sydney Mastrangelo. I am 16 years old, growing up in a time where having a positive self-concept is hard due to the ever-changing climate of social media. Although it may be hard, having a positive self-concept is vital to having a healthy life. Now you might be asking, what is self-concept? According to Terry Qual-Gamble and Michael Gamble of the Interpersonal Communications Playbook, self-concept is a composite of everything we think and feel about ourselves. Self-concept starts developing in childhood and can change as we get older. Actually, it can even change in our daily lives. Your self-concept can affect your ability, your self-esteem, and even your physical health. Having a positive self-concept makes each of these aspects of your life better. Your self-concept affects how well you do at what you're doing. Whether it be something as simple as a bike ride or making a big presentation in front of your boss or professor. Having a positive self-concept can make you perform better, and having a negative self-concept can do the opposite. If you see yourself as someone who can achieve whatever they put their mind to, then according to a study done by Nova Science, you are almost twice as likely to succeed. If you don't think you will succeed, other people will be able to pick up on that, and they will believe that you can't do it either. And why should they? If you don't think you're capable enough, then no one else will. However, if you think you can do it and you see yourself as a person who will achieve their goals, other people around you will be more likely to allow your success and help you in the future. But when you're constantly being told that you aren't capable of doing something, or even that you're constantly telling yourself that, then it could affect your self-esteem. Self-concept is what you think of yourself, but self-esteem is whether or not you find yourself to be a person worthy of what you're asking for. Your self-esteem affects your mood. A good self-esteem can make you happier and more confident, whereas a bad self-esteem can make you sad and angry. Self-concept changes your self-esteem, which affects your emotions. Jennifer Savory and Robbie Darr wrote The Uncertain Self, How Self-Concept Structures Effects of Subscription Choices. In short terms, they said that when people are more confident and have a better self-esteem, they were more likely to buy what they needed, and in turn, raise their self-concept, because they could see themselves as a responsible person. People who had a lower self-esteem bought items that made them happy at the moment, which later lowered their self-esteem because they saw themselves as irresponsible. People with negative self-concepts aren't just bad shoppers, they also tend to have a worse physical health. When you have a negative self-concept and self-esteem, you want to be less likely to go outside and be active. If a person sees themselves as someone who isn't worthy of anything, then they see no reason to exercise and eat right. Not having a good diet makes you feel more lethargic. It becomes an endless cycle of feeling bad, then eating bad, then not exercising, then feeling bad, then getting in worse condition. Negative self-concept could also lead to anxiety or depression, which could then sadly lead to them self-harm. Positive self-concepts tend to make a person feel happier, which in turn makes them feel like they have more energy. With the more energy, people tend to eat healthier, work out more, and create a new cycle. Self-concept plays a part in everyone's life. Having a positive self-concept is the key to living a full and happy life. It affects your ability to do certain tasks, how you feel about yourself, and it even affects your body. This begs the question, how do I have a better self-concept? It starts with telling yourself that whatever you do, you think you can do it. Then eventually you'll start to notice that you are making changes in your life for the better. Then at some point, you'll notice that you're becoming less of something you're forcing yourself to do, and it becomes a more natural part of your daily life. Whether it be trying something new every day or even eating healthier, these changes will eventually make your self-esteem rise, and then you'll have a greater self-concept. This isn't to say that this is the only way that works. It is just one way that has worked for the most people. Each person has to find their own technique and stick with it. Learning to have a better self-concept is the same as learning anything else new. The more you practice, the better you get. Just like the old saying goes, practice makes perfect.